This is for the BFM Halo clan, which stands for Beg for Mercy. In a normal video, we would introduce ourselves, but we are respecting BFM's rule about not disclosing personal information. We were on one of their racing servers recently, under the name Gayboy. We were then asked to change our name, which is understandable because it could be taken as offensive, so we complied. We returned under the name Mom with a smiley face after it. And we had no intention of it being an offensive name. We merely chose it arbitrarily. We actually figured it would be amusing. Needless to say, we received some heat for this name. And upon asking what the problem with Mom was, they said it was an offensive name and therefore against the rules. At the same time, someone had the name Hitman and received no warnings, while another person whose name consisted of random numbers was told to change his name. The idea of a hitman, that someone is paid to kill someone of no relation, is far worse than a maternal figure or a number.
We took it upon ourselves to look up the rules for this clan. While on the site, we also noticed that the server is designed to only harbor language that would be found in a second-grade classroom. I find that ironic because no one younger than 17 should have access to this game, online or not. The ESRB does not rate online content, which brings us to our next 2 points. While the server may be family-friendly, it is impossible for someone to access the server legally if they are under 17. For example, you would not find a family-friendly table in an adult club because they would have to walk past scantily clad people. The second point is that ESRB does not rate online content because they know it is worse than offline content. Since adults are the only ones playing this game, everyone should have enough common sense, something this clan values highly, to know that just because someone's name is Mom does not mean we endorse the killing of one's parents. It is just a game, pixels on a screen. If someone is incapable for discerning games from reality, they should be locked up, because the sheer nature of Halo, combat evolved, that is, killing for entertainment, blowing people up, driving over them, etc., is inherently violent. While on the forums, we realized we weren't the only ones who thought the naming rules of this clan were a bit extreme. We came across a post about a person by the name A Rapper. He was kicked by BFM Navy JHK for the reason, and I quote, "It is your intentions to make it as close to something bad as possible. This is utterly ridiculous, because the person clearly had no bad intent."
Instead of the server's administration thinking so highly of themselves and bashing all guests, they should look more closely at their own issues and obvious paranoia. Now, we don't agree that a rapper is an offensive name, but following your logic, which you think so highly of, we will now dissect a few of your names. First, the name Navy JHK. If Mom and a rapper are too violent or offensive for the server, then a branch of the military, which is inherently violent, cannot be taken any other way than in an offensive manner. Therefore, he or she should change his or her name, or the server should change its rules. The only other option would be to ban him for his name. Second, the name Smokin' on your Hall of Fame wall for Season 2 in 2006. Do you understand that children look on your Wall of Fame for guidance? Smoking is not something we want the next generation to take part in. I am sure you all understand the offensiveness of this name. Third, the name A-Bomb. What? You're bombing people now? What happened to good old family values like Mom? Not to mention the fact that A-Bomb implies a certain 3-letter word that is not allowed on the server. Fourth, the name Mike. Now don't be fooled. On any other situation, Mike would not just be suitable, but would be recommended for simplicity and ease. Not in BFM. Let's not forget that for the same reason I could not post my Steam username, which is not even my real name, to an in-game friend, Mike should not have been allowed to compete in Scrim Season 5, let alone win the competition.
One of the worst offenders is Easy Kill. We cannot imply any kind of violence or offensive behavior in the BFM servers. What is family-friendly about declaring your victim as an easy kill? It's downright horrendous. Yet another player in Scrim Season 5 is D-Dealer. I don't think that name needs an explanation. It is clear that he deals certain illegal substances. And now on to the best. The clan leader, Elvis, may possibly have the most offensive name we have ever seen. Not only is he mocking an American rock and roll idol, but in his form signature he is flying several Confederate flags while shooting rockets. Since when is a rock and roll legend turned into an anti-American murderer? We will now post some screenshots from the BFM forums.
I think we have made our point clear. The BFM server's rules are far too strict for an M-rated game. If nothing else, the BFM clan should examine their own faults before criticizing others. People should be able to choose names based on their own identity, such as Dr. Jones. Under BFM's policy, this would be breaking several rules, which is clearly ridiculous. We hope to hear back from BFM's administration.